Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast, episode 287. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing?
Gloria.
Hey.
The famous Matt Edwards.
Yay.
Hello, guys.
Mike D.
Hello, everyone.
Beefhead.
Friends, Whovians, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Texas Tim.
He says hi.
Yes.
He says
All right.
howdy.
All right, Matt. What's the matter, man? In Doctor Who lands. Everything okay? Hello?
I think he froze.
No? All right.
Oh,
Wait, he looks happy.
Yeah.
He froze half.
Alrighty then.
Oh, this might be new.
So let's see what articles we have here.
Oh,
Get Charlie.
you saw something there?
I don't know if this
Anything
is
new, Charlie?
what's happening in
Australia's-
Freeville?
Australia's ABC will simulcast Deep Breath early in the morning on Sunday, 24th. And it will be available to watch on their iView at 7:40 p.m.
Cool.
That's new. I hadn't heard them say that.
It looks like Matt's excited about that announcement.
So pretty much, obviously not wanting to rub it in or anything like that, but you guys are going to be just really behind the curve for once.
Yeah.
We're in the States.
Well, that's it. If it's been simulcast in Australia at that time of day, and with what's running in Europe, it's going to be running in the UK time as is, but it's going to be going across Europe at the same time. Certainly Germany, that I know because the dad was there. It's going to be tough, to be honest with you, especially from the point of view of everyone trying to make sure there's nothing spoilerific that hits you guys, because you're going to be that 5-6 hours away.
That's not really an issue for me.
Well, I mean,
My Google is
we're
not
the
wanting to do my phone right now. So.
Yeah, we're all having Google problems today. Even me. I got kicked out of the podcast like 5 times. So,
Matt Edwards is
and his
pulling
evil
himself
twin.
up.
Yeah,
We
his
got to
evil
be
twin.
Matt Evans.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
no, I don't think
It's
that's really a
about-
disadvantage. I mean, it's not like the 50th. It is what it is. It's the launch of a new season. So you know what?
Yeah.
It's either way. I mean, honestly, in Australia, why would you want to watch it that early in the morning? You have to get up and watch something that you should just watch on your evening. You know,
That's true.
evening television, which is the ideal time to watch Doctor Who is about what 7 to 8 in the evening.
Yeah, it's an early evening show, isn't it? I suppose when you sit down with the family before or after you've had dinner, and it's something that you gather around the idiot glowing box in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
I don't usually sit around eating my Egg McMuffin wanting to watch Doctor Who. Not normal.
Whereas obviously we would watch it of any time, day or night. But
We're all happy to be getting new Who. I don't care if we're 5 hours behind. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not watching it till Monday.
That quote about gathering around the idiot box reminded me of that saying from the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Come, family, let us all bask in Mother Television's warm, glowing glow. Does anybody remember?
yes, indeed, basking in the radiating goodness. Yeah. Or certainly the Twilight Zone movie, but that's just me. But yeah, so from that point of view, it's I think everyone's going to have to stay very tight-lipped, so there's no spoilers that hit every. Although I suppose it's stabled all after the horse is bolted with regards to spoilers. With this first episode, anyway. I think Joe's. I think there's a story on Dark Horizons. I haven't seen
Yes.
what that is
Yeah,
today.
Joe put up something about that. Supposedly, this season's not going to be very heavy on the story arc. It's going to be more standalone stories.
That's what it seems. That's what it says.
Yeah,
You
Stephen
want to read
Moffat.
that?
Yeah, I'm going through it currently.
Okay.
Well, don't be shy. Share it with the group.
This sucks.
I'm so shy.
What's going on?
Yeah, he
Google, why
says,
are you betrayed me?
Moffat says 90% of every episode is a standalone adventure. We've got quite a lot of Earth stuff this time, but is a proper variety, and I think I'll not tell you what's going to be on the roller coaster in advance. Of course not.
Well, if he's saying it's 90% standalone story and 10% arc, there's probably a hidden 5% that, yeah, or maybe 10%, not that we overanalyzed that, or maybe even 20% that we'll find buried within it somewhere.
He made
Not
the
that we overanalyze, yeah.
No.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, there's a quote here by Moffat. He says, truthfully, I don't think it's something you have to resolve. Speaking of Capaldi's past guest appearances between Doctor Who and Torchwood,
Yeah.
he says audiences do understand that the same actor can play different parts. When Capaldi turned up in Torchwood, Russell said he had a plan in his head on why he looked like the guy in Pirates of Pompeii. So the writer of this article emailed him to ask him what his explanation is. I guess that's the answer he got.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it'd be cool if Russell T came back and wrote one for a change. You know, I can't think why he distanced himself from the show this way for 3 years now. I mean, or 4 years now. That he can't come back and write one or two for the regular show.
The only thing I would say to that is that he probably stepped away because he doesn't want to put his ideas ahead of Moffat's ideas because he's the new showrunner.
No, but they're friends. I mean, they've been friends for ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also they would discuss it together. He would make sure that what he comes up with would be like not hurting what Moffat has planned and everything. I'm sure since they probably have a good repartee together and everything. So.
Yeah, that's why I don't get why he hasn't come back.
Yeah, for at least an episode. I mean, because I liked his writing too. So.
It's not like Torchwood's doing anything at the moment, so.
Yeah.
Or ever, so. I mean, it's pretty much. It's got a fork in it. It's done.
Did you guys hear the story about Craig from The Lodger, James Corden? May replace
Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Replace him where?
On his talk show.
Oh, I thought Chelsea Lately was going to do that.
No, Chelsea Lately is doing something on Netflix. She's doing like an internet-based show, I think now.
Oh, okay. Good.
So James Corden is going to do an American talk show?
Supposedly.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's a bit of a...
James Corden, he's in that Into the Woods. Also, remember the show, the movie? He's in that too.
Is that an adaptation of the Stephen Sondheim musical as well?
Not sure.
There you go. Is that through you or Colonel?
All right. This Google is really being a pain tonight. I don't know why.
Did I say we've wrapped filming today as well?
Yeah.
On air?
Matt's upset. He put on the messaging thing that he's like, man, this isn't working.
Wrapped filming today, supposedly, I think yesterday, wasn't it, that they were filming at the museum, and there was supposed to be children knocking about, so something to do with the school trips, children visit.
Yeah, museum. I
saw that. Is it something to do with episode 10 as well? Episode 10 being the last episode to be filmed, and this is the one that's been shrouded in secrecy and mystery, so we don't know what that was going to contain.
Well, it was only until they revealed who wrote it or directed it, wasn't it? So, I mean, they already did that. So.
Because they still, we've had titles released. Obviously, we don't know if those are the absolute final and finished titles, but I would hope they are by this point, anyway. Because what are they calling episode 10?
I couldn't tell you.
Paradise or something Paradise?
What is it? Episode 10?
That's what I was just trying to put together with it.
It's the last one they're filming.
What's the title of it?
There does seem to be, because which episode are we saying that he's going to be going undercover as the school janitor, the mold mannered janitor, the Hong Kong Phooey episode.
So they say they're going to do that. So is it going to be like Pertwee dressed up in like a maid's outfit, doing mopping and stuff or something?
Well, no, it just seems to be that Coal Hill School is going to be a recurring point within this series, isn't it? Really?
Well, yeah, because of oh my gosh, you just popped my mind for a moment.
Well, no, obviously Jenna's teaching there, but we're going to have the kids. There's going to be him undercover as a caretaker.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a list here.
More than any other thing I can think of where we're going back to Coal Hill.
Yeah. Episode 10 is the one that's called Child's Play.
Child's
Oh.
Play.
Yeah.
And it's written by Frank Cotterill Boyce. I'm not familiar with him.
Jim, are there any other episodes you can think of where you've heard that name before?
The name? No. That's what I meant. Like, I didn't know who that was. I didn't know why they were keeping it a secret.
Well, no, it just seems to be. I think it's the one that we've seen less of, and it was before details say like director and everything like that being released. Episode 10 seems to be the last one.
Well,
Yeah,
it's in the last block, but again, I think if there was any excitement being built up about it, it was Doctor Who fans being Doctor Who fans. They do on the internet all day long. Like,
well, yeah,
this is special somehow because it's going to be somebody.
Tracking
You're like,
filming.
okay, never heard of him.
He's the one that did the London Open ceremony.
There is what are we talking about?
Joe's posted a couple.
What, Charlie?
He was a writer for the London opening ceremony.
The genuine ceremony for the opening of the Olympic Games. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that was scripted or what?
That's it. Well, no. What we did was the Queen jumping out of a helicopter was actually improv.
That wasn't her?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So they're going to do Russell T Davies' Damaged Goods novel adapted for Big Finish. One of the stories
Yep.
here. Okay.
Actually, Big Finish is doing some cool things. They're adapting some novels from the 90s, which were what kept a lot of people going with Doctor Who for a long time. Not myself, but I mean a lot of people followed the novels range. And what's cool is that Big Finish is actually adapting some more of them. So.
And wasn't Damaged Goods was that one of the Virgin ones? Was it?
Exactly, it's one of the Virgin ones. And not only that, I mean, like in January, we're getting some of the what they call then Missing Adventures by Gareth Roberts, which we're getting Tom and Lala back together for that. That's gonna be really awesome.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'll see that.
And Damaged Goods is quite
looking forward
dark. Damaged Goods is quite a dark story if you put it in compare it to the TV series. That it's quite adult themes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only one that Davies wrote as a Virgin novel. But then again, they're gonna make it a little bit kid friendly, I think, because a lot of kids listen to these ranges, so it's not gonna be as dark as it was.
I heard Matthew Waterhouse wants to do a Big Finish with Tom Baker.
Yeah, I read that yesterday too.
Meaning Adric.
He's already back. He's already back this month.
Yeah.
He's already back this month with Peter Davison and the two ladies. So let's see how that goes.
And pending on where you are in the world, we are now only 36 hours away, or 48 hours away, from the very first date of the World Tour.
Yes. That is true.
Beginning in Cardiff on Thursday, which is going to be
Awesome.
a big screen premiere of Deep Breath. There's going to be a Q&A afterwards. Hopefully, Stephen Price will be there, our TMZ man in the field.
That's right.
Do we know anyone who's going to be inside?
Inside is another matter entirely.
Mm-hmm.
We may have to defer to our good friend Sammy Carter, who's doing a tour from his hub.
This hub.
Is he part of the?
Is it later that day? It's the next day that you're going to be there, Tim.
Well, no, I was going to go because the Cardiff and London are going to be running on the same day. It's going to be Cardiff in the morning and London in the evening. I was going to go in the evening, but because of the other thing that I've lucked out on, I'm going to...
That's right. That's when is that?
That's the 23rd, which is obviously the air date.
Oh,
okay.
We haven't heard anything about the missing episode, right?
No, there's been no confirmation of that yet. It's like I said the other night. It's going to be all those. The schedule for the evening is it's going to be five minutes preview from an upcoming DVD release of what we don't know.
I asked Sammy Carter, and he said he thinks it is Marco Polo. But we'll see.
Well, it has to be either a missing episode, or you know what I just thought was that they do have that 50th anniversary box set coming out only in the UK.
That's the only thing I thought of. I mean that's. But
if they did that, you could honestly throw tomatoes at the screen then and say, you know what, really?
Why show us 5 minutes of something that we saw last year?
Right.
Yeah.
I'd feel a little bit cheated if that's what they're going to do, and they're not going to give
that
away.
would be cheating.
It's got to be a film episode.
And then they're not going to give you 5 minutes of something later on in the season of Capaldi's first season because you're just going to take away from it. So my true hope is that it will be a missing episode type thing. That's. But I will be able to bring you that information when we cast that evening. I can confirm and or deny.
He'll be there live with his phone. Oh, by the way, this is what's just happening right now.
I have an idea. We were talking about the other night about the Sherlock incident, right? What if, scenario, right? We know Moffat's going to be filming Sherlock, right? What if Peter Jackson doesn't do one episode, but 2 episodes, and they film that first, and let him they'll have a director, they'll have whatever, and Moffat doesn't have any part of it, and just let Peter Jackson do his own thing, a 2-parter, and then he'll just do Sherlock, and then he really won't miss much, maybe.
Well, I think that's what tends to happen anyway, because at the end of the day, he's not the director, he's the showrunner. Each episode is given a director, and then, his is just the final sort of like ticking of the box as it goes for the final go through. To be honest with you, he's just the last stopgap. The buck stops with him.
Right.
But everything else is down to the director on the day. So that's what makes me think that one's not going to necessarily betray the other.
Right. And we'll probably get a trailer to the Christmas special when the finale airs.
Yep, and
sure.
Do you know what? I'd love it as well if we get another trailer this weekend, because we haven't seen anything teaser-wise, stinger-wise for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A week, because he was on top of the TARDIS.
Yeah, the breathe. Yeah. Teaser.
So it's about. I thought they might have done something with the closing ceremony of the Commonwealth Games, because that's like a sort of another TV event where we had something during the opening of it, which was 2 weeks ago. But there's nothing on that, so I'm hoping we're going to have something this weekend. At the very least, I think for you guys over there, I'd like to see if we get some details come through for the New York dates for the World Tour, because that's still not been announced.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, we could. I don't know how many of the dates of the tour we we can tick off. I think we've had details released for Rio, I think, Mexico, South Korea.
I don't know why they're waiting so long. It's already...
I think we've even had details of the Australian one, to be honest with you, but we have had nothing in New York.
Do we have a realistic possibility that Capaldi can still get into Craig Ferguson's show before that wraps?
Probably.
I think
I need your help. Is that filmed in New York or is that filmed in California?
California, I believe.
I think it's a case of looking at because he hits New York on the 14th. I would guess. I think the next day after that is Mexico, isn't it? It's a case of the day gaps between tour dates.
Yeah.
If there's enough time within of him being able to get from one to that.
Yeah, I find it as big.
Or he goes to them. He goes to him.
Because I think it's live. So yeah.
That makes sense, but I see as big a fan as Ferguson is of Doctor Who, to pass up an opportunity like that to have Capaldi on to some extent. You know, I don't know.
Even if it's through like satellite, you know.
Yeah, but
when is the last date? December?
December.
He'll be on. He might be the last guest.
I think he'll catch him on the tour. If I'm honest, I think they'll catch him on the tour because it's too golden an opportunity for him to be on the same concert.
If not, he can come back and film the Christmas and then go there because he's gonna have a few months off, right?
Yeah,
hopefully. So
I also heard
at the very least 2 months. Yeah.
I also heard that he was part of the summit when they were talking about Series 8. Craig Ferguson was invited to be a part of the whole process, like to talk, I guess like some type of meeting or something. He may even be in an episode, maybe for Series 9.
Well, I could see Capaldi coming on Ferguson's show like after at least maybe half the episodes have been aired, for him to come out and talk about like the fact that he's already kind of like ingrained himself as far as the public's concerned in the role because he's already been in whatever half the episodes of this season. So I could clearly see something like that as being
sense, because then he'll be able to talk more about it. Because at the beginning he won't be able to say much because he'll be like, "Well, you have to watch." But if we've been watching for like 5 episodes or whatever, then he'll be able to like kind of go back and forth with him about what's going on so far in it.
Well, since they're all bandmates, he can probably just pop up on the show and say, "Hey, guess what? I'm Doctor Who, and you're not."
Yeah.
And just like reminisce about the old days and things like that.
He could even be a surprise guest and just pop on there with their long-standing friendship. He could just pop on there, and what more reason to have him come on after half the season's done, after the world has seen Capaldi in the role at least for 5 or 6 episodes.
Or they could do a role reversal where he announced himself, Peter Capaldi, as the new host of his show, and then Craig Ferguson comes out with the sonic screwdriver, the TARDIS, and his own outfit.
And he could say that's why he's stepping down from his talk shows. He's gotten the role of the new Doctor,
Yeah. Pretty funny.
Craig Ferguson's going to be doing a new game show. I know that it's coming in September.
Yeah.
Celebrity name game.
Interesting. What about Matt Smith? What's going on with him?
He's shooting Terminator 5, right, in New Orleans.
Yep. Plus doing all the contours. He's going to be up in Toronto pretty soon. Fan Con.
All right, gang. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Got work in the morning. Anything else, Charlie?
I'll just bring something up that I brought up with Sammy this morning, that we haven't gotten any news on New York yet. But what if they're going to push that off? Yeah, what if they're going to push that off and have Jenna and Capaldi at the midnight show on the 23rd?
Well, wait. Doesn't the tour end before that?
It
isn't it the 7th?
It ends like 3 days before. 3 or 4 days before.
I don't know.
And I think it ends in Australia, right? Australia is the last stop?
As far as I'm aware, yeah. So yeah, I think Thursday is going to be a big news day.
Yeah.
Because I think you get people's, without being spoilerific, you will get people's reactions of those that haven't seen it. Hopefully, we'll get some, juicy, delicious photography stylings.
If Marco Polo is the DVD, how much is it going to be? You think?
UK 25. I reckon they're really going to push it. Go for a premium.
That's the thing. They'll release it.
It's all going to be on iTunes.
They're going to release it bare bones like they did with the other two?
Probably.
Yeah. Because usually in America here, they like the special editions that have a lot of documentaries and extras are usually $34.99 full retail. And then you have like some releases that come out that are kind of more bare bones are like $24.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, gang. Tweet, turn to sleep. That's it.
Although I will.
Well, I didn't end it yet. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was going to say, just for people out there, if you're collectors of the DVD, I will tell you that right now Amazon is very, very cheap with their DVDs that they're releasing for Doctor Who. And even Barnes & Noble right now are running really good sales on a lot of their $34.99 Doctor Who titles for like $20. Because I was just there earlier this evening and picked up one of the Android Invasion, which I've yet to see. And
awesome.
Looking forward to watching this evening. I understand it's one of Tim's early favorites.
Yeah, it's one of the ones I saw first. But I mean, yeah. Also, you should pick them up because a lot of them are out of print.
Review.
Like Tim said, a lot of them are going out of print. I know, like for example, Two Doctors and like Curse of Fenric and Planet of Fire, just to give you several examples, they're out of print. And I know like about a week ago, Tim and I were kind of conversing off air and going over some of the prices that some of these are going for. And I think it was the Two Doctors that was going for like $200 or even more.
There you go.
It's like, scoop them up if you can find them. So
yeah.
I have that. Thank God.
I'm going to check that out more than I'll see.
I will also be posting some Doctor Who VHS tapes on eBay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Some of the doubles that I have from my big haul the other week there.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Remember how excited we were when Doctor Who came to VHS, and we were like, "Oh yeah, man!" We were like buying them up
because things don't get better than this. Yeah.
Yeah, for the longest time, they just had like Revenge of the Cybermen, Genesis of the Daleks. There was only like 3 or 4 of them for like a while.
Yeah. I mean, I've still got all my PBS dubs.
Recordings, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all have a few of those around.
The biggest one I have is Trial of the Time Lord, when that came out. All on one 8-hour VHS tape. Complete with PBS.
I still love those 8-hour tapes.
I'm eagerly looking forward to the Android Invasion because we have Tom Baker. We have Tom Baker in his classic early seasons, and we have Unit, and we have Sarah Jane Smith. So I'm looking forward to watching this evening.
Awesome. All right, guys, that's it.
Yep.
Awesome. Take care, my friend.